And then with the lunar surface, when I made some Play-Doh for them and brought it in, and we had rolling pins, and we all, first, before I let them do the lunar surface, I had them play with it, and then I was able to assess who could roll snakes and who, you know, what they did with it, how they manipulated it and what they made. And then they used the rolling pins, and that let me see whether they were playing cooperatively, took turns, respected one another's space, and whether they would let somebody else use that pounder that made those really awesome little holes there. And most of the kids knew that in order to get a turn, you had to wait. And so it was like, how much time did they have left, Miss Lorraine? You know, time them. And that's a skill too, to ask the teacher to time somebody, that I want a turn. And I'm willing to use social acceptable ways in order to get that turn. And so, you know, you're always checking it out. You know, you're always seeing how they handle things and whether they're growing or not. And trying to think. And following, like when I had mentioned before how we did those constellations, and letting them just look at a picture and how do those stars line up? You tell me. Are they, you know, they going this way, this way? And it seemed like the people who did those constellations remembered their names, which was cool. That turned out to be really neat. So they were learning about the planets, and some people tried to make constellations. So everybody had a plan in their own head that they were able to carry out. We've had a lot of creative building, not just with those connectors, with the pixel blocks too. The boys were into making aliens and transformers from other planets. Jack had made one and was going around and had his saved over there. And now this morning we were working on that and trying to make a spaceship. And then there's negotiation skills like, well, I wanted mine saved. Well, we can't take that apart unless we ask the person who put their save sign up there. Learning, you know, just that means something. That, you know, it's respecting other people's materials. This went on for several weeks. And I liked it because we started to see writing. And I gave them a homework assignment. You go home and you draw me the night sky, what you see at night. And that doesn't mean your mom's going to draw it. You're going to draw it. And then we'll come in and we'll talk about it. And then I wrote down what they said, and then I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, no, you write it. You write it. And so that's what you're seeing out in the hallway, them writing what they said to me. I saw 6 stars, and for some were like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. And, you know, it's just like, well, let's try. Let's try. Because the other day I was saying, they were saying, you know, Miss Lorraine, I don't know if you can do that. And I said, I don't know if I can either, but I'm willing to try to find out if I can or not. So you always want to be a good role model. You always want to show them, and then it empowers them. And then I watched them in the morning after I hung them up, and they were all running up there, and they were showing their moms and dads. I wrote that. I wrote that, you know, and then the look on their parents' faces like, whoa, you wrote that, you know. It brings out the creativity and trial and error. How can I make this work? You know, let me think about it again, you know, and then you'll see them teaming up to try to figure something out that works. Because I heard them talking about what we had read about the sun and all. And I thought, well, let's go back. Let's see who can recall, you know, and other information that has been spoken. So I said, tell me what you remember about the sun. And man, I was blown away. I was blown away. And it pleases me, you know. It's like, yeah, I was a part of that, you know. It's empowering as much for me as it is for them.